Storyside presents The Punkhawala and the Prostitute. Narrated by Todiwala and Yuriri Naka.
To the forgotten ones who shaped Singapore's early history.
Chapter 1. Do not worry, I'm not asleep. My eyes may be shut, but I am far from rest. I close my eyes to be near you. When I focus hard enough, I can imagine your fingers gently gliding across my shoulders. Feeling you lean into me, I take a deep breath, and your fragrance sinks deep into my lungs. Champaka, jasmine, camellia. The deeper your scent falls and I see you, beautiful as the day when I had to leave you behind. My lungs hurt as I hold on to that last moment. My breath escapes out of my control, and I am empty once more. Renuka, I never told you this, but there were countless nights when you would assume I was fast asleep. I made you believe that with my heavy breathing, but I was always wide awake thinking of you as I lay next to you. Our hearts may be moving further apart as the days go by, but with each throb, I know I am a beat closer to returning to you. Once my punishment is over and done with, I promise to never let you go again. They can send me as far as this ship can sail. I do not care about the heartless black seas or my afterlife rotting away. All I care about is what I can do with the life I have now, and not the ones that I may never have. The others on board, they care too much about their vana. They are afraid of not being able to reincarnate for crossing the forbidden seas away from India. You should see Renuka. They cleanse themselves every day at dawn, noon, and dusk with water from the Ganges that has been stored on board in a large wooden barrel that reaches up to my waist. They use a single old cloth and take turns soaking, squeezing, then rubbing it against their skin. I would occasionally hear them utter kalapani with anger and frustration as they queue to clean themselves with the stored sacred water, as though it could wash them back to India. Do you remember the time you caught me watching you clean yourself? Do you remember, Renuka? You were so silly, you didn't talk to me for days. I was your overcaring fool. It would be foolish to wonder if his tattered singlet could cover his paunch. The moonlight seeping through the porthole on the cramped lower deck of the Lady Ebsworthy illuminates Jaffa, a burly man whose life of excessive drinking remains visible despite days deprived of adequate sustenance. He bends over the wooden barrel, his belly spilling over the rim and covering a third of it. "How can this be? It's empty," he exclaims as he lowers the washcloth into the barrel. The sudden shock sends softness to his knees, and the bewildered Jaffa can barely keep his balance as the ship dips into another swell. The other convicts quickly wobble over, surrounding the barrel to see for themselves, waiting for the moonlight to attest and confirm the truth. "What happened to our water? Yesterday there was at least a quarter left," one convict says. He seems a breath away from sinking into delirium. "How are we going to cleanse ourselves until we reach land?" Another chimes in, his eyes wide in disbelief. "The white men tricked us, our brothers," Jaffa declares. "They knew it would never be enough for this long journey across the Kalapani. If you didn't use so much water to cleanse your fat body, we would still have enough left," another convict says as he rubs and scrapes his palms on the insides of the barrel, every drop worth a splinter. Jaffa, almost at a loss for words but determined to always have the last say, cries, "I used the same amount as all of you. You saw me. You all saw me." The convicts start to jeer at him. Jaffa instinctively pulls his tattered singlet down over his stomach as he searches their eyes for affirmation.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?